The mayor of Seattle, I guess the first now to fire a shot across the bow and sue against the recent Justice Department declaration that they'll withhold funding from sanctuary cities. You now have, if you noticed yesterday, a bunch of these mayors saying, we're not a sanctuary city. They're redefining it. They're describing themselves as a protective city, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, when Andy McCarthy was on Monday, I said, or whenever the day after Sessions made his announcement, I guess it was Tuesday, I had Andy, I said, if a state or city goes to court and sues, whether it's the Sessions declaration or Trump's intent to withhold funding, other funding from sanctuary cities, he said it's not a slam dunk that the government would win. These cities may win. What do you think?
Well, given the state of the judiciary today, and we talked about this on an earlier segment, Steve, I'd say about 80 to 90% of the judges on the lower courts were appointed by Bill Clinton or Obama. They're highly leftist, and we know that Washington State is extremely far left. And ironically, you know, they have a big Russian presence in Seattle, fishing fleets which spy on our submarines. I had a case years ago about that where a Navy lieutenant colonel, his counterintelligence, was lazed by Russians who were surveying their submarine fleet that were spying on our nuclear fleet there. So this is a very leftist place. It's very possible that Seattle could win, but it's absurd. And as far as the law is concerned, it shouldn't happen. But we know that these judges will bend the law, and that's why we have a judicial selection coalition. People can see that at freedomwatchusa.org. And then California is even worse. You've got the state legislature, which is 99% Democrat, colluding with the city of San Francisco to boycott companies that, in fact, participate in the moratorium on the travel ban, which is related to all of these sanctuary city issues and everything else. That's actually an illegal boycott under antitrust laws.
Which, by the way, Larry, I don't want to let you go without this. We have a minute left. The judge in Hawaii now extending his order, solidifying it in effect, and basically telling the Trump administration, go to the Ninth Circuit. So, you know, you talk about these left-wing activist judges. He's another one, obviously.
Well, you know, it's interesting is that this judge is so way out. He's such a political hack, this guy Watson, that I think even the Ninth Circuit will reverse him. And despite the fact the Ninth Circuit is pretty far left, there are even some leftists on that circuit, like Judge Gould, Ronald Gould, who actually follows the law. So I don't think that this Hawaii hack judge, who happens to be a friend of Obama, former classmate at Yale Law School, I don't think he's going to prevail. But he's trying to make a name for himself. He's hoping that, you know, if the Democrats win the next election in 2020, he might be catapulted up to the Ninth Circuit or the Supreme Court. This is a complete political hack. That's all he is.